chances are you won't make it through this whole video, and that's fine. Like, you probably might click off, you might go do something else. But before you leave, bro, I want to leave you with something that you might need to hear today. And that's stop chasing who everyone else wants you to be. Be you. Be yourself. Chase after the things that you want to chase after. Chase after the goals that you want. The life that you want for yourself. The version of yourself that you want to become. A lot of people today, they might feel lost. They might not know where to go. They might not have an identity. But that's because you're just living somebody else's script. You're living somebody else's life that they've had planned for you. It's not that your life is bad. You don't hate your life. You don't hate what you got going on. You don't hate the things you're chasing after. You just hate pretending. You just hate being somebody else. You just hate not having your own identity. So if you feel exhausted, if you feel lost, if you don't know where to go, what step to take, it's probably because you're performing. You're being performative. And being performative, bro, you'll never be able to find peace. You'll never be able to find fulfillment because you're chasing approval from somebody else. You're not chasing approval of yourself. You're not chasing approval from the man upstairs. You're chasing approval from the person probably next to you, that person on social media. How do you find peace that way? How do you be fulfilled that way when all you're doing and everything you're doing is because you're chasing a little bit of validation? You're chasing a little bit of approval. Like, when you live for validation, when you live for the applause, when you live for expectations, you start to lose your direction. You lose your confidence. You lose your identity. You just lose who you are as a person. So this chasing approval, this chasing the validation, all it's doing in your life is creating anxiety when you could literally just be building your identity and creating peace. Chasing after the things you want to chase after and creating fulfillment, creating joy, creating happiness because you are happy and joyous about what you are doing. Like, a lot of people out here, bro, we fall into this approval trap. And I've been there before. I fell into this trap before. I fell into the trap of always wanting the applause, always wanting to be validated, always wanted to be approved by somebody else, until I realized that there's no point in chasing this cool lifestyle. There's no point in chasing approval. There's no point in chasing validation, because at the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody that has something to say. We're always chasing the trendy career. We're always chasing the image that looks impressive on social media. The image that looks like we got it all figured out when we probably don't. The image that looks like we got all this money when we probably don't. Like I've always told y'all, bro, social media is somebody's highlight reel. You see what people want you to see on social media. You don't see the hard times. You don't see the work they're putting in. So as you're chasing this cool lifestyle, as you're falling into this approval trap, you actually got to ask yourself the question of, if nobody could see it, if nobody could see what you got going on, if nobody could see the things you have accomplished, if nobody could see the work you putting in, would you still want it? If nobody could see you being successful, would you still want to be successful? If nobody could see you accomplishing that goal, would you still want to accomplish it? Like, if your goals disappear, if your dreams disappear, if your things that you want to become in life disappear without an audience, without somebody approving of you, without somebody validating you, those goals were really never yours. Those dreams are probably never yours. The things you want to become, the person you want to become, was probably something you never intended to become, because you can't do it without an audience. You can't do it without somebody patting you on the back. You can't do it with somebody telling you you're on the right path. You're doing it right. Somebody approving of you. It's not yours. You're doing it for somebody else. You're doing it to make somebody else happy instead of yourself, when you should really all that matter when it comes to that. Like, your goal should be for you. Your dream should be for you. And if you're constantly comparing your goals and your dreams to somebody else's, you're losing your direction. Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is a thief of direction. Comparison is a thief of fulfillment. Comparison steals a lot of things in your life, bro. And in this day and age, bro, social media has made everybody feel like they're behind. Social media makes everybody feel like they're doing the wrong thing, bro. Like, you see the entrepreneurs on social media. You see the athletes. You see the influencers. You see the guy selling crypto. You see the guy day trading. You see the gym model. You see all these things on social media. But like I just told y'all, bro, what you see on social media is somebody else's life. It's somebody's highlight reel. You were not made and you were not placed here to copy somebody else's blueprint. Like, if I'm being honest, bro, when I make it, I don't want nobody to copy what I'm doing. I want everybody to be their own self. I want everybody to chase their own purpose. I want everybody to do what they want to do because they want to do it. Not because I'm doing it. Not because Mr. Beast is doing it. Not because Casanat is doing it. But because they want to do it. You were made to have your own purpose. You were made to have your own calling. You were made to go down your own path. Yeah, it's okay to be inspired. It's okay to be motivated. But do things because you want to do it. Don't try to follow this social media blueprint because you see them successful on TikTok. You see them successful on Instagram. You see them successful on YouTube. Talked about this a couple of videos ago on my How Do You Find Your Purpose video. Like, everybody has their own purpose, bro. You were made to be the best version of you, not the best version of somebody else. You were made in your own image, not the image of somebody else. Like, you can't hear your calling. You can't hear your purpose. You can't hear what you were meant to do if you're constantly listening to everybody else's. If you're constantly comparing your purpose to everybody else's purpose. How do you think you're going to find yours? How do you think you're going to hear your calling? How? Like, there's a difference between expectations and convictions. There's a difference between living up to expectations and living by convictions. Expectations are external, from people around you, from social media, probably from your friends, probably from your parents, probably from your family. Expectations from people you might not even know for real. They're external. Convictions are internal. They're within yourself. They're within your mind, your spirit, your heart. So when you move from conviction and not expectations, you become more consistent. You become confident. You become calm because you know what you're doing is what you want to do. You're happy with what you're doing. You love chasing your goals. You love chasing your dreams. You love the grind. You love the process. That's being mature. That's moving with conviction. But while I say all this, bro, taking responsibility still matters. Like, being accountable still matters. I'm not saying lose all responsibility. I'm not saying don't be accountable. Like, there's an important balance. I'm not saying ignore wisdom. I'm not saying disrespect your parents and go against what everybody's telling you to do. I'm not saying reject help. I'm not saying reject mentorship. Like, those things are needed. Sometimes advice is needed. But I am saying stop living for the applause. Stop living for what everybody else is telling you to do. It's okay to hear them out. It's okay to get advice. It's okay to get suggestions. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying ignore those things. But do something that you truly want to do. Like, you can respect advice. You can respect suggestions without being controlled by somebody else's opinion. So take your advice. Take the suggestions. Listen to the opinions. But don't take identity. Don't make your identity somebody else's. Don't make who you are somebody else's plan or somebody else's path, somebody else's purpose. Like, you got your own purpose. You got your own plan. You got your own path. Take the advice. Don't take the identity. Be you. Be who you are. Because like I said, you weren't created to perform. You weren't created to be the best version of somebody else. You weren't created to be somebody that you're not. You were created to build your own thing, your own goals, your own dreams, this own best version of you. Stop chasing approval. Stop chasing validation. Stop chasing the applause and start chasing growth. Start chasing being 1% better every day. Start chasing your own identity. Start chasing the own best version of you. Because at the end of the day, bro, the right people will respect you more when you stop pretending and you be authentic. You be yourself. Because you don't got to impress everyone. You don't. At the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody that has something to say, no matter what you do. No matter if you're up, no matter if you're down, you're doing good, you're doing bad. There's always somebody that has something to say. There's always somebody that has something to pick on. So you don't got to impress everybody. You don't got to validate everybody. You just need to become disciplined. You need to chase after your own identity, not anybody else's. So the moment that you stop chasing who everyone wants you to be, the moment that you stop chasing this identity that everybody wants you to have, is the moment you start becoming who you were actually called to be, who you actually are, who you are to fulfill this purpose that you have. That starts when you stop chasing who everyone wants you to be and you just start being you. You start living in your own identity. You start chasing the things that you want to chase after. That's how you become who you actually are meant to be. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. On the way to 900 subs. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all in the next one.